Well, welcome to Cocktails with Claus, and here we are at the Blind Owl at 430 Willette Avenue, basically in the shadow of the Four Points Sheraton. So I'm here with Tony. Tony, it's after work, and we need just the right cocktail for the holiday season. So I hear that you've got 3 ideas for the Clauses.
Yes, I do, Mr. Claus.
My father's Mr. Claus. Call me Nick.
Okay, Nick it is. So today, Nick, we have a treat for you. We're going to do cocktails from around the globe. So
just like all my travels.
Exactly, just like
nice.
all your travels. We
Good.
selected, two traditional cocktails that they celebrate on their holiday season, and then we went ahead and took some alcohol that's traditional from countries around the globe and invented our own cocktail.
Windsor-based international cocktail.
You got it.
I love it. Show us.
Okay, so the first cocktail we're going to do is called the Sorrel drink. It comes from Jamaica. Sorrel is sort of like a juice, if you will, or some kind of beverage that they enjoy on the holidays. It's based around hibiscus. So Sorrel actually is an ethnic name for hibiscus petals. So they use that and they kind of create it. So we're going to go ahead and create this one. This is a shaken cocktail. So if you remember, we're shaking it up to add some aeration as well as mix the drink. So we're going to add some of this here. This is the Sorrel mix that we made in-house. So Sorrel, has a red color. Kind of has sweetness, some tartness from raspberry. We're going to add a little bit of lime to that as well.
So equal parts?
No, we're going to do majority Sorrel with just a little hint of lime, and that's to kind of add that tropical touch to it without too much disruption of the Sorrel flavor. So we're going to use Jamaican rum in this cocktail, as it comes from Jamaica. There we go. We're going to shake this up with some ice. Nice and cold.
Oh my, look at that.
Wait till you see this color. So we're going to actually jump in our fridge over here.
Okay.
We have some chilled glassware.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. I'm going to add quite a large cube that we created here. There we are. And then we're going to strain this cocktail so it's nice and clear.
Oh, look at that color. How festive.
Quite nice.
You double strain it.
We double strain that just to take out all the little ice chips so nothing bothers your mouth when you're trying to drink
very
the
nice.
cocktail. So we're going to garnish that one with a little bit of lime, just a nice thin slice of lime there. And we're also going to add a little bit of hibiscus flowers, dried hibiscus flowers that we have there, just to make it extra pretty.
Oh, beautiful.
So that would be our first cocktail that we've created, the Sorrel drink. That one is a traditional cocktail of Jamaica.
So from Jamaica, we're off to now.
Now we're off to, across the globe, we're going to go to East Slavic Russia. And we're going to work on a drink from Russia, which is called spitin. So spitin is kind of like a tea that they developed using water, honey, sometimes spices, sometimes jams for sweetness and spiciness. It kind of depends on the family recipe.
And it's also done in the large samovars. Right, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So what we're going to do is, again, shake our cocktail.
Okay.
But this time we're going to do something different. We're going to actually shake it without ice, which is going to change the cocktail. So we're going to blend it and mix it and aerate it without adding any water to it.
Okay.
So the first thing that we want to do with this drink, because it is a warm drink, which is a little different for those cold winter days, is turn on our kettle. While we do that, we're going to add our spitin mix. So we're going to do 1.5 ounces of this. This is a spitin reduction that we created ourselves using our favorite spices and flavors.
So this is why every bar is unique, when there are true bartenders there who make their own mixes, their own bitters, This is a true culinary art here.
Absolutely, absolutely. We take a lot of pride in that, and we put a lot of research into it as well. We try to, develop the ingredients as best as possible. We make a lot of things in-house, like, for example, our Speeton, syrups. We have a plethora of bitters that we make in-house as well. So we try to make everything as authentic as possible, at least here at Blind Owl Wine.
Very nice.
Awesome. So we have our Speeton in there. We're going to add a little bit of egg white to this drink. So just a little bit.
So it'll give just a bit of foam.
Exactly. Just a little bit of foam and protein in the cocktail. Here we are. We're actually going to add a little splash of lemon juice. So we're going to use this lemon right here.
Okay.
We're going to use a French brandy. In Russia, they'll use different kinds of brandies or vodka to it. So now that we mixed first our three ingredients, we now added our brandy. We're going to actually mix the cocktail.
Very nice.
Okay, so we're just going to strain this one here, just as is.
Oh.
Going to get a little bit of that foam on top as well. There we go. We're then ready for the last portion, which is our hot water.
Oh.
This is where the tea kind of blend really comes in. Okay, there we go. And let's see, we're just going to garnish that guy with one of these. So,
star anise.
a star anise. We're going to put that right on top there. And we're going to add a little bit of bitters.
And what type of bitters are these?
So this is Peychaud's bitter. This bitter has been around quite a long time. We also have Angostura bitters, which we're going to use a little bit later on. These ones are just famous bitters that you can get in pretty much any bar, as they are famous around the world as well.
Right.
And you have your Speeton tea.
Oh, beautiful.
There.
Very nice.
Our last cocktail was a little bit of a creation that we did on our own. So I come from a Brazilian and Sicilian Italian descent.
Yes.
So here at Blind Owl, we love to experiment, and they gave me the freedom to use some spirits from my home country to create a holiday cocktail. So the cocktail is called Boas Festa, which is basically Happy Holidays, using Portuguese and Italian language together. And we're going to go ahead and make that one today. So we're going to shake that cocktail up like we did with our others. It's actually going to start with a little bit of egg white, just like the other cocktails had.
So is the egg white also a binder that it helps the different elements?
Yes, so the egg white acts as a binder. The proteins in the egg white also unravel as you shake, and so that's why you get that frothy texture. So mostly when you're doing any kind of a sour cocktail or cocktails that you want to be really frothy and fluffy, you're going to use egg whites in those cocktails.
All right.
So we added a little bit of lime. We're now going to add a cinnamon spiced maple syrup that we did in-house.
Oh my.
So that's going to add a beautiful flavor in the place of something like sugar. We use maple syrup. So we're now going to add, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So basically you've got an Italian element, Brazilian Portuguese element, and you've got a Canadian element too.
Exactly. So this is the Canadian holiday element. The Brazilian element, as you just mentioned, is cachaça, which is Brazilian rum. One of my favorites. If you haven't tried it, totally worth a try. It's really delicious. Comes from Brazil. They make it a special way, so it differs than your standard rum. So we're gonna add that in there. Pour a little bit extra, but that doesn't hurt, right, Nick?
Not at this time of the year.
This is the Italian Sicilian portion. So Verna is an Amaro that comes from Italy, and they've been producing this since the 1800s. It's used to be used as medicine a long time ago, but now people use it as
the elves still do use that as medicine.
I know I do. I'm not sure what Mrs. Claus lets you do up in the North Pole there, but down here,
there's a variety from across the world.
Sounds good. So we're now going to mix this guy up. So normally with an egg, you have to do some sort of dry shaking portion. So we're going to double shake this. But what we're going to do is a reverse double shake. Normally you would shake it dry like we did with the Speeton, and then add ice later on. We're going to actually add ice first so that we can control how much water is in the cocktail. Okay, so we added our water. Now we're going to actually strain this and just remove the ice. So we're going to go ahead and keep our liquid. Then we're going to do a little bit of aeration. Okay, now we're going to shake. Okay. Nice and frothy.
Oh, beautiful.
There we are. Wonderful. We're going to garnish this one with a beautiful cinnamon stick here. And what we're going to do is actually torch our cinnamon stick here.
Oh my.
This will release the aromas in the cinnamon and actually change the flavor of the cocktail, as about 60% of your taste comes from your nose. So let that guy go. And you have Boas Festa, the last holiday cocktail on our list today.
Well, Tony, thank you so much. And here we are at the Blind Owl, 430 Willette Avenue. Come by during the holiday season, come by throughout the year for these incredible cocktails and many more special cocktails and some very unique chosen liquors as well. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays.